Hello, everybody. Welcome back for this second episode of XCOM Enemy Unknown. We rejoin our squad of soldiers en route to Mendoza, Argentina, just where we left them last time. The Sky Ranger is coming in for a landing just outside of the cemetery where the aliens have been spotted. And hopefully this graveyard location will be more of an omen for the little gray guys than the soldiers. And you may notice that Ross Cook is our only returning squad member from last episode. Rodriguez did not make it home, and Romero and Robinson are recovering from their wounds in the XCOM hospital. But we're joined by Marino, Lefebvre, and Hangana, and hopefully these rookies will be up to the challenge. There's no sign of trouble yet, but Lefebvre moves just a little bit farther in, and sure enough we find two sectoids hovering over that grave. I'm not exactly sure what they were up to, and I probably don't want to know. Fortunately, Marino doesn't waste a lot of time thinking about such things. He just steps up and checks to see whether he has a shot, and Lefebvre also takes a quick check, but reality is neither one of them really has a good angle on these two. But if their positioning isn't ideal, Cook's is worse, so he just moves a few steps to what he hopes will be a stepping stone position, and Hangana does likewise. But unfortunately, he's moving even farther away from the sectoids. But there's at least a chance that he can work his way forward using this cover up high and maybe get a flanking shot down the line. But the aliens know they have a defensible position. They're not in any hurry to give that up. So Hangana moves forward partway to half cover, and Cook goes ahead and moves up behind this mausoleum, but he's still not in a position to take a shot. So Hangana goes ahead and takes the step to the full cover, but incoming fire. Well, he may have gotten singed a little bit, but no real harm done. And Lefebvre follows suit. Pretty much everybody's moving forward here, but she still has no shot.
On Overwatch.
Now, you might expect Marino to move up to this cairn near Lefebvre, similar to the position he had at this one. The problem is, if he does that, he could give those aliens a very easy approach to flank him. So he's going to stay back and hope to provide cover fire, if nothing else. And with one sectoid feeding mental energy to the other, he tags Hangana, but he's still on his feet. Lefebvre sees that and decides she's had just about enough pussyfooting around. She's ready to throw a grenade. So she hurts the sectoid, but maybe she should have paid a little more attention during the briefing. I'm pretty sure her intent was to destroy his cover, and these cairns are just too strong for that. A grenade is not going to knock him down, so the others still don't really have a great shot. Hangana has moved to a better angle, but he has to be careful because sitting behind half cover, he'll be completely vulnerable if he doesn't hunker down. And we see he decides to do exactly that. Still, he has worked his way forward enough that he may be in a position to start giving the aliens trouble. And if nothing else, one of them is at least severely wounded. And once again, we see one alien channeling energy to the other, making him even more deadly than he already is. And it looks like Lefebvre is his intended target, but it's a clean miss. At this point, Hangana is clearly the man with the plan. He is in the best position of anyone to do some damage here. He's moving forward behind that cairn, and he has both aliens flanked. Now, ideally, he wants to shoot that one in the rear left area. And he sees that his grenade won't reach. He's either going to have to do this with his machine gun or not at all. So, he lines it up. But he's high. And you may wonder why more of his squad mates haven't moved forward farther to try to also get flanking angles. The thing is, they have to worry about stumbling into other sectoid patrols in here. There's almost certainly at least one more, and they have no idea where they're at. Fortunately, they do have Hungana in a very good position. He has a solid chance to hit either of these two. But like Rodriguez before him, this is one rookie who seems to have trouble connecting. But hopefully he can pull it together here and not suffer the same fate as Rodriguez. Now, once again, Hungana has a shot here, but neither of the aliens mind melding with the other. Actually, it's not important which one he takes out, so he decides to go for the wounded one.
Out of the game.
And money. He nailed it, finally. Hopefully that'll be the beginning of good things.
Eyes peeled, Commander. Affirmative. Covering now.
And completely surrounded with soldiers on all sides just waiting for him to make a move. Not really too surprising the sectoid stays put, but Hungana still has this position with a solid chance to hit. Whew, wide left. Well, you wonder at this point if he's actually just developed some sort of mental block when he shoots at him. And what's really bad is he's out of ammo now, so he's not even going to be able to try again until after he reloads.
Come get some.
And I would say this alien is content to play the waiting game, but I doubt he's content. I think he's just basically out of options.
I'm ready.
And the others are content to just keep doing exactly what they've been doing. They'll provide cover fire for Hungana to keep this little guy right where he's at. Hungana now has a full magazine of ammo, and he looks down the sights.
Nailed him.
Yes. Well, he sure took his sweet time getting there, but he did finally manage to cash it in. And with that, the rest of the team goes on Overwatch with the intent of searching out the remaining aliens, but they're saved the trouble.
Here they come.
Cook actually gets off a reaction shot, his first gunfire of this mission,
No, shot wide.
but he couldn't get it done. As the only member of the team with combat experience prior to this mission, Cook is probably going to have to do a lot more than what we've seen so far. These rookies are going to look to him to provide leadership, and hopefully in this new encounter we'll see exactly that. And with the aliens having shifted their position somewhat, we're going to see the soldiers try to do the same thing. They're looking for a good line of sight and maybe a flanking opportunity. So far, those have not presented themselves, but I think we can look for them to just keep working at it, keep trying to work their way forward, while staying behind the best cover they can at all times in the meantime. The commander is radioing in new instructions to the squad. It seems that the sectoid closer to us, there's a better shot. He is mind merging with the one farther away. Now what that means, quite simply, is that if they manage to kill him, the dominant one, the other will die as a result of the psychic backlash. Cook's checking his grenade, but it's just a little too far away to get. So LaFave shifts over to see what kind of angle she can get, And it's not a great shot, but she's willing to go ahead and take it. But she's high and right.
Damn it.
Cook's shot isn't really any better, but he'll likewise go ahead and try it. And there you go. And there goes the second one, just like we told you. So that's 4 dead sectoids, 4 living XCOM squad members. That is a successful mission all the way around. I don't think anyone would argue that this mission performance was a thing of beauty, but they did manage to get the job done. That said, there were a lot of misses and some kind of highs and lows here. We'll see how that affects the promotions once they've landed.
Commander to the situation.
And it turns out that Hangana is the only one who earned a promotion. He had his ups and downs, but he did get 2 kills, and as a rookie, you don't generally need more than that. He is going to spend some time in the hospital, but when he gets out, the team will have its support role filled, and they could certainly use it. Thanks to the engineers received from Argentina, the commander does now have the option of building a workshop if he so chooses. And he's going to go check out the situation room really quickly. What we see is that the places we did not go to, United States and Egypt, did have increases in their panic levels, but it should still be manageable. Meanwhile, the commander is going to waste no time putting in an order for the satellites that they so desperately need, or I should say in this instance, satellite. He'll only be able to put 1 in the sky before the end of this month. And with that done, the commander decides to look at the physical facility of the base and start excavating for future expansion, probably in the next month or so. Another area of concern for the commander is the number of soldiers available, so he goes ahead and requisitions a replacement for Rodriguez, who fell last episode, and checks the hospital where he still has 3 soldiers recovering. Fortunately, just a couple days later, 2 of them do get out of the hospital, as well as the weapons fragment research completing. So he then shifts gears to alien materials, which will allow him access to more protective armor. But if he was looking for peace and quiet, he took the wrong job. For the first time ever, a plane is launched in an attempt to shoot down an alien UFO. And you'd never know that pilot wasn't an old pro because he takes him down in no time flat. The commander decides to ignore the assignments based on the duty roster and pick his own assault squad. For the first time, he actually does have the option of sending several officers who have been promoted at least once, along with a sole rookie who at least has 1 combat mission worth of experience. So this will easily be the most experienced squad we've seen so far. Be sure to join us next time when we travel to the wilds of Nigeria for Operation Purple Fall. And in the meantime, thank you for watching.